Good morning, children. Today I am discussing chapter 8, class 9. Name of the chapter is motion. In this chapter, we want to discuss about reference point, motion, scalar quantity, vector quantity, distance and displacement. Now, our planet, the Earth, is moving. It is rotating continuously, resulting change in seasons, sunset, sunrise. If the Earth remains at rest, there is no change in sun's position, change in season. So, the Earth is in motion. Earth is in motion. We all animals, plants, all places etc. are on the earth, so we are in motion round the clock. All trees are in motion etc. Nothing is at rest, including our earth. Now we discuss about the motion, rest, reference point, that is origin etc. An object is said to be in motion when its position changes continuously with respect of the stationary object, that is fixed place or fixed point or origin. One object is stationary, means rest, and the other object is in motion. This is the direct evidence of motion. We can say that the air is in motion, that is wind, when we observe or see the movement of dust particles, movement of leaves and branches of the trees, shaking branches of the trees. This is the indirect evidence of motion. We can say the air is in motion. Similarly, natural phenomena of sunrise, sunset, changing of season, etc. is detected or understood or felt by us by the motion of the earth, that is rotation and revolution of the earth. So, reference point is a point or place from where respective distance of a moving object is determined. Reference point is a stationary or at rest object, point or place. Reference point is also called origin. Reference point is a known place or address or location in case when we have to reach our friend's house or destination. Here our position is changing continuously, but destination or address of our friend is fixed, stationary and not changing. This is reference point. We measure the motion of a body through the fixed point, that is a reference point. Here reference point, motion interchangeable due to situation. In one situation, one is reference point and other is motion, other object is in motion. But in other situation, the other object is act as a reference point and the first object is in motion. An object may appear to be moving to one person, and the same object or body may appear at rest to another person. For example, a roadside trees appear to be moving to backward to passenger. Second situation, a person standing on the road finds the bus and the passengers moving forward. Third situation, a person inside the moving bus finds his fellow or co-passenger at rest and the person standing on the roadside is moves backward. So, reference point is also used for comparison to determine if something is in motion. Now the term mechanics, study of moving object, is called mechanics in physics or in science. Galileo has rightly said, ignorance of motion is ignorance of nature. So nature is not static, nature is changing. Now types of motion: linear or rectilinear motion or straight line motion. Motion on a straight line or straight road or straight path, etc. Example: motion of a moving car on a straight road, motion of a falling ball or object from a building, motion of a bicycle, falling of fruit from a tree, etc. Now the second type motion is circular motion, or it also called rotatory motion. Motion on a circular path or road is called rotatory or circular motion. Example of circular motion is the blades of a fan rotate around a fixed point, motion of a top lattu, motion of the wheels of bicycle or car or bike, motion of the earth, rotational motion, etc. Now the third type of motion is oscillatory motion or vibratory motion. This is to and fro motion, backward and forward motion. Example of oscillatory or vibratory motion is a revolution of earth on its axis, motion of sitar string, shaking of branches of tree, seesaw-hurry, etc. We can understand the scalar and vector quantity in the following ways. That is differentiation. Scalar quantity, the physical quantity having only magnitude but no direction, or scalar quantity is a directionless physical quantity, whereas vector quantity is the physical quantity having both the magnitude and the direction. Physical quantity with direction is called vector. Example of a scalar quantity: mass, time, distance, speed, work, power, volume, density. And example of vector quantity is a displacement, velocity, torque, acceleration, force, momentum, etc. Now magnitude is represented by a number. Number means 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and a unit. For example, 50 kilometer. It is a distance unit of scalar quantity. 50 is number and the kilometer is the unit. Unit is the known quantity by which we can compare a unknown quantity. Length of, for example, we can compare the length of room either by taking unit meter or centimeter or feet, etc. Third, scalar quantity is added or subtracted by simple mathematical methods like addition, subtraction, whereas vector quantity cannot be added or subtracted by simple maths application like addition, subtraction, etc. Now we can understand the two terms, distance and displacement, in the following way. That is differentiation or differences between distance and displacement. The actual length of the path or distance covered by a moving object is called distance, whereas displacement is the shortest distance covered by a moving object, shortest distance between the starting point and the finishing point is called displacement. Distance has only magnitude, no direction, but displacement has both magnitude and direction. Next, distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity, followed by path moving, not followed by moving path. For example, this is finishing point, this is object starting from O, B and C. This is the point of path of the object. This is starting point, this is finishing point. The distance covered by the object is 30 plus 10, means object moves up to 30 meter and return back to the point C, that is 20. Now the distance is 30 plus 20 is equal to 50 meter. In case of displacement, that is the shortest distance between starting point A and finishing point B, that is 10 meter, but distance is 50 kilometer and displacement is 10 meter. But distance covered by a moving object is never be zero or negative, and displacement may be equal to the distance covered or less than the distance covered, or it may be zero or it may be negative. For example, this is the circular path. AB diameter, OC radius. An object starts from A and moves to the B, point B. This is the B is the finishing point and A is the starting point. The shortest distance is the diameter of the circular path, that is 2r diameter. Distance here, distance is 2 pi r, that is circumference, half some circumference divided by 2 pi r, whereas displacement is 2 into radius, that is diameter. Case 2, when the object starts from A and through point B, it comes to the point A again. So distance is 2 pi r, that is circumference of the radius, but displacement is 0 because point A is the starting point and point A is also the finishing point. So displacement is 0 because starting and finishing point are the same. In the circular path, r radius of the circle or circular path, pi is equal to 22 by 7 or 3.14. Example third. This is the path A, B and C. The 3 point. This is right angle. B is the right angle. A, point A represents home of a student, and point B represents the bus stop or bus stand, and C represents school. So one student starts from home, go to bus stand or bus stop and reaches to the school. So distance is covered is A, B 4 kilometer plus BC 6 kilometer. So distance covered is 10 kilometer, whereas displacement is the shortest, that is a hypotenuse right angles. AB square plus BC square, that is 4 whole square under root plus 6 per whole square under root, or it reaches 7 root 3 kilometer. So this is the displacement and this is the distance. Here displacement is less than distance. In this way we can understand these terms. Now for your assignment, define reference point with example. Differentiate between distance and displacement. B. Scalar quantity and vector quantity. Question number 3. An object moves on a circular path having its radius is 10 meter. 10 meter. The object moves on this circular path for 5.5 rounds. Now find the distance covered and the displacement covered by the object. We will meet in the next video. Thanks.